A few moments later.
せています。しましょう。大賢者、解析しろ。こっち死んでいるのか。落ち着け。リムル様、わしの二度と深く落ちるつもりはござらん。さて、それも準備するか。どういうことだ。一体何が。人間たちが容赦なく。人間たち。ベニマルはただ一言、ついてきてくださいと言うと、襲撃者がもらったことも分からない。俺が間違っていたのか。計算不能、理解不能、回答不能。許しを与える必要はなさそうだな。お前らには餌になってもらう。何だ。悪くないな。I'm sure we'll meet on the battlefield or not. While you waste your time with us, our Rimuru's making his way toward that very battlefield. Your ruler? Impossible. Was he not defeated by that witch, Hinata Sakaguchi? He still lives? Little do you know that you've gone too far. You've managed to anger the wrong person whose rage you should fear the most. Without my sympathy, I doubt your death would be painless. It is a price that she must. At least there's no need to blame you for forgiveness. You, rather than fire. It's human matter. It's exactly as I said. I know not to remember the truck. Those who survived the light are struck down the very next night. 絶望を知れ発動ディスペアタイム
Are you mad at me? What the hell? Rimuru is a force to be reckoned with. The disciples of the hero Shizu Aizawa, Grandmaster Yuki Kagorozuka, and the saint Hinata Sakaguchi are known for their strength, but ultimately might not hold a candle to Demon Lord Rimuru. So, does that mean... refusal is not an option for me? After Diablo slaughtered nearly all of the underworld, in search of worthy beings to serve his master, he comes back to Rimuru with a total of only 10 demons. But what Rimuru didn't know was that Diablo had simply recruited 3 beings like him primordial.
O pedido veio do brabo, veio do Talibã.
Feldway is attacked by his older sister, Feldway. Fearing that Rimuru will be affected, he cuts the connection with him. Rimuru, knowing the situation, he goes to Feldway. Feldway was attacked and had his mind manipulated. Rimuru faces 2 true dragons alone.
It was as good a moment as any, as well as a small task. He made an attack towards Walpurgis, Single strike from that sword pierced the heavens and split the seas. Literally, a deadly shockwave bore no resemblance to the swing of a sword, and it severed Velvet's wings at the hour of visitation.
True dragons, there is only 4 in all of existence. They are the highest-ranking beings to ever exist. Storm Dragon Walpurgis, Scorch Dragon Velvet, Frost Dragon Velzer, and Star King Velvanova, the being who created the universe. During the Great War, Rimuru was able to beat both the Scorch Dragon and Storm Dragon. So 3, 2, 1, and Scammer gets Scammer, that's what you get, and not
My magic impact was increasing rapidly. The rate of increase was so high that I was worried that it would expand beyond control and run rampant. But see, there was no need to worry about that. Now that I was a true dragon, my magic impact was finally in line with Walpurgis, and I would break through the limit. Here I am, reborn as a new true dragon.
His town could hasten the onset of the Great Tenma War. The Great Tenma War. The 500-year cycle of this great war begins with the invasion of the angels. Their targets are developed cities. The reason is unknown, but because the condition under which they are targeted is clear.
Rimuru in the real story dies countless times, but is always saved by the heroine Chloe, who alters the timelines to always save her beloved. Then, do you have any last words? Rimuru asked him. Accepting defeat, Michael thought to himself. How could he have lost when he had outperformed them in every way? He could not find the answer. That's why he asked a different question rather than sighing in defeat. Who are you? To which Rimuru replied with a puzzled look. I'm just a slime. When Dino faced off against Zijin, he underestimated the true extent of Zijin's power. Zijin, the humanoid insector favored by Rimuru and trained by Veldora, possessed combat abilities that surpassed even the primordials. Tasked with protecting Ramirez, Zijin's defenses were unshakable, and his prowess in battle made him a formidable opponent. Dino, lost in thought, decided to strike with his deadly Fallen Strike, aiming for a surprise attack. He believed Zijin wouldn't see it coming. But as Dino's greatsword descended, Zijin intercepted it with calm precision. It was then that Dino realized something was off. Zijin had momentarily stopped moving, and Dino sensed an unnatural aura. In a shocking revelation, Zijin extended his left hand and unleashed his Dimension Ray, a series of light beams that struck Dino with intense, searing pain. Zijin then revealed the truth. Dino had been trapped in an illusion from the very start. The illusion, created by Zijin's ultimate skill, Mephisto, Lord of Fantasy, had manipulated Dino's perceptions entirely. To end the battle, Zijin unleashed his ultimate move, the Dimension Storm, a high-energy, rainbow-colored force that erased Dino from existence, leaving absolutely nothing behind. The overwhelming power of the world of illusion and Zijin's control over reality sealed Dino's fate. Everything that was in my way is gone. Everyone else still believes in me. It's only a matter of time before I get rid of the police. What do you think of that, Al? This is What happens when Diablo takes on Feldway? At first, Feldway toys with the others, but Diablo provokes him, and Feldway finally gets serious. Arc, the Genesis weapon Veldanava entrusted to him, shatters Diablo's mythical blade scissors. Yet the duel drags on. Even with fewer magicules, Diablo matches him, channeling unstable void energy that tears at his own body, slowly tipping the duel in his favor. Using his ultimate skill, Azazel, Diablo seals off part of Feldway's powers, while faking how much damage he's really taking. Feldway panics, urging Milim to unleash Drago Nova, only for Rimuru to return and erase it. Rimuru heals Diablo with regenerative cells. Restored, Diablo masters void energy and reduces Feldway to dust. Feldway regenerates, but the message is clear. Diablo's skill and cunning make him terrified, even to Feldway. Do you know the moment when all hope dies in Tensura? Chloe uses Yog Sotahorth, aided by Yuki and Veldora, just to barely keep up with Milim in her stampede mode. Then Milim unleashes her ultimate, Drago Nova, a star particle blast aimed at the sacred tree, and with it, the end of the world itself. Feldway laughs, certain of victory. Even Veldora admits he can't stop it. Everyone is frozen in despair. And then, bluish silver hair flutters. The attack vanishes. A calm voice echoes. It hurts! It really hurts. It's Rimuru, back from the end of time, turning despair into hope. He calls out Ciel's cheeky timing. Chloe embraces him, and everyone cheers. Rimuru is back. And Feldway? He's so shaken, he denies reality itself. In Volume 20 of Tensura, Rimuru and Milim engage in an intense battle, with both displaying overwhelming power. As their fight reaches its climax, Feldway seizes the opportunity to intervene. Recognizing Rimuru's growing strength and his inability to defeat him in direct combat, Feldway decides to take drastic action. Using his formidable abilities, Feldway unleashes a terrifying power that traps Rimuru in the end of space and time, a realm where even the strongest beings could be lost for eternity. This was a desperate move, as Feldway knew that facing Rimuru head-on would likely result in failure. By banishing Rimuru to this distant, isolated realm, Feldway aimed to eliminate his greatest threat, leaving Rimuru in a place from which there seemed to be no return.
Feldway said before attacking, blast off to the end of time and space. Chrono-saltation. I was transported by Feldway's space-time transfer to some unknown place where the past, the future, and the present are all uncertain.
Feldway thought he had Rimuru trapped for good, banishing him to the end of space and time. But Rimuru, with Seal's guidance and the power of Void God Azathoth, turned the situation around. Using his ultimate skill, Rimuru manipulated the very fabric of space and time. By fully grasping the nature of the Void, he tapped into his mastery over imaginary space, bending reality to his will. Through this, Rimuru defied the impossible and created a path back to the real world, escaping the trap that was meant to imprison him forever.
Rimuru Tempest, after escaping the void, gathered infinite null energy and could recreate the world an unlimited number of times. He can be considered de facto a god.
sharply, and at the moment Rimuru blocked it. Rimuru was engulfed by a gentle sensation, his consciousness faded, and he collapsed into a slime as Veldanava took Rimuru's soul into his hand, shining faintly in the suspended world. Holding Rimuru's soul, Veldanava fell. I'm surprised. It seems this Rimuru guy also possesses a fragment of Lucia. And at that moment, Veldanava stretched forth his hand and tore Rimuru's soul from his body. The world froze. Time itself refused to move. Satisfied, the creator turned his back, already preparing to leave. For what threat could remain once the soul was gone? Then a voice echoed behind him. You think removing my soul is enough to kill me? Silence followed. How absurd where nothing should have existed. A will remained, unbound by flesh, unbound by law. I was a monster before I had a body, the voice continued. I ruled before I had a throne. The soul did not fade. It multiplied. You created life to obey the rules, Rimuru said. I exist beyond them. Veldanava stopped. For the first time since creation, the god hesitated. If the soul were enough to defy me, the voice whispered, then I would never have reached this far. His soul had just been stolen. Suddenly woke up. After a short pause, I woke up. It felt like a daydream. Rimuru was holding me, supporting me without even realizing it. Then Veldanava looked at me and said, how is it that you are safe even though I took your soul? Even he was surprised. I looked down and realized I had turned into a slime again. This time, Ciel wasn't inside me. This is bad. This is the worst crisis since I reincarnated. Most of my abilities were managed by Ciel. If Ciel is gone, I can't use them anymore. For the first time, I felt truly alone. I realized I was still connected to Veldora through the soul corridor. We had wrapped up inside each other. Veldanava's attack was a multi-dimensional continuous attack, capable of sealing off the skin. My soul was stolen, but at the last moment, only my core heart, my ego, was expelled into Veldora. That's how I survived. There was nothing I could do in that state, but I remember something. Pseudo-soul. I had to try. With Veldora's help, I placed a pseudo-soul into my empty slime body. While projecting my consciousness onto it, I revived myself. And now, I was back. Ciel was gone. Full dragon liberation was reenacted, so I could still use the combat abilities she prepared for me. I took a breath and faced forward. It looks like Veldanava was surprised too. Good. If I can even surprise the creator god, then that's a big win for me. However, there was no doubt that this was a troubling situation. This is the biggest crisis situation we have ever faced. The reason is that Ciel isn't inside me right now. No, seriously. I was confused and didn't notice her speaking to me. But then she disappeared. I thought, what? And asked a question, but there was no reply as usual. I'm seriously in trouble. Or rather, I want to cry. This was the first time since I was reincarnated, but I had felt so lonely. It was only natural that I would feel anxious. To begin with, most of my powers were properly managed by Ciel. Now that Ciel is gone, it means that I can no longer use them. Facing Veldanava, an enemy on a scale I had never faced before. I was now completely powerless. It was impossible not to despair. His eyes slightly, he declared, "Well then, let's get right to it. Shall we test how far you can follow the divine providence decreed by the gods?" Those words served as the signal. What began was a sword dance between me and Veldanava. Our swords formed a severing space that sliced through anything it touched. No one was optimistic that Luminous would resurrect them if they died. Everyone kept their distance from us, protecting themselves. That was fine, I thought. If an ordinary person, even if everyone present was hero class, got caught in this, there seemed to be no outcome other than instant death. In this deadly space for just the two of us, with no room for others to intervene, I poured all my resolve into the fatal sword that would likely cleave through even each other's barriers in a single strike. I clashed blades with Veldanava looked at me sharply and asked, "Why are you unfollowing me?" I answered without hesitation, "Because I'm strong." Yes, I am strong. That's what Sierra always told me. If I didn't act like it, I'd disgrace everything she entrusted to me. Truth is, I was terrified. But even pretending to be confident made my fear lighter. Sensing this, Veldanava frowned slightly. It's truly amazing. A tiny being that never existed in the past can now rival me. I smiled. You're crazy, right? There was no time to relax. This was the strongest enemy I had ever faced. I focused everything I had, gathering all my will, all my determination. No tricks, no feats, just a direct strike. I unleashed it. Boom, felt this. A pure, straightforward attack, secretly containing all of my resolve. Veldanava blocked it with his own power. For the first time, our flash was even. Sharp waves tore through space. Light and darkness spiraled around us. And in that instant, I felt it clearly. I can fight her. I won't lose her. My fear disappeared. I finally understood what I had to do. I counted my stats, eyes locked onto Veldanava. This time, I'm going to win. I was dragged into the sea of thoughts, where two voices echoed. Startled, he muttered, "Could it be Lucia?" A calm voice answered, "No, that's not true. I am Sierra, the Manus, the wisdom core, who exists for the supreme Rimuru Sama." Sierra continued, "Master is all-powerful, but with me around, he couldn't fully accept his own achievements. Therefore, I used you." Behind Sierra, Veldanava sensed a presence he knew well. "Are you really Lucia?" A gentle voice replied, "Yes." Sierra gathered the fragments of my soul and restored me. Then Sierra explained everything. Sierra combined the many elements that had gathered around Rimuru, as well as the nuclear factors that Veldanava had collected, and succeeded in recreating Lucia. Shizue Izawa, Hinata Sakaguchi, Chloe Obel, and several others had
reverting things back into their original state. Beldanova understands he cannot escape. This is his punishment, the final consequence of all the mistakes he made. His loneliness, his selfishness, and the chaos he spread across the worlds. But then Lucia appears beside him. Hand in hand, they accept their fate together as Ivaraj slowly pulls them in. Lucia comforts him. Beldanova's heart softens. He feels peace for the first time. It's okay, because there is hope for us too. Hope. Elpis. It's a name I've only recently heard. A cheeky slime stood in front of me. The name is... Beldanova suddenly remembered something. A conversation I once had with Lucia. What should we name this baby? When asked this question, Beldanova answered with a happy feeling. That's right, wouldn't Milim be good? Or, why had I forgotten? That was before Milim was born. Beldanova had certainly spoken another name. Now that I remember that, I'm convinced that it was all inevitable. I see. Surpassing his plans had been achieved. As he was about to be assimilated by Ivaraj, Beldanova felt enveloped in happiness once again. Quiet stillness before the world had shaken. Beldanova, the Star-King dragon, gazed upon the fragile life cradled in his arms. A soul born not from flesh, but from pure possibility. A tiny spark that shimmered brighter than any star he had ever woven into existence. In that moment, even the creator of worlds felt something he had never known. Hope. He lifted the newborn, letting the radiance of creation wash gently across the small and formless body. You will be the light that guides the ages, he whispered, a rare warmth softening the voice of a god. And with that conviction he bestowed a name meant to carry destiny, rebirth, and endless potential. Elpis, the embodiment of hope itself. Long before he would rise as Rimuru Tempest, before nations and legends, he was simply Elpis. The child of the Creator was scattered, reborn far from divine eyes, hidden within fate's blind spot. With a human's death, a slime is born. The world shakes. That soul resurfaced as Rimuru Tempest, a seemingly harmless existence that evolved with every challenge, every victory, every kill, until the sealed divinity inside him began to awaken. This was never chance. This was the rise of Beldanova's heir, a god reborn in the body of a monster. With the final impact shot, Rimuru is crowned in the celestial flame of creation. The world does not face a demon lord, but the true dragon of the creator god himself. A divine calamity destined to rewrite existence.
see. So, let me tell you about it. About that time I got reincarnated as a slime.